Stop shipping bugs from the wrong model. I checked the latest active developer versions Kimi K2.6, DeepSeek V4 Pro and Flash, and Qwen Split Stack 3.7 Max in the cloud, 3.6 and 3.5 for local work. Corporate charts say all three are monsters. Real developer workflows say something sharper. Each model wins a different job. Here is the ROI ranking. The rules are simple. I am not scoring chatbot vibes. I am scoring time saved, code reliability, context, cost, local control, and how often developers come back after the first bug. First, Kimi K2.6. This is the model developers seem to enjoy when the task is big, messy, and implementation heavy. The official card positions it for long horizon coding-driven design, and agent orchestration. The hard spec is why it gets attention by 1 trillion total parameters, 32 billion active, mixture of experts, multimodal input, and a 256K context window. In real workflows, Kimi's edge is repo scale patience. Give it a giant documentation tree, a multi-file refactor, or a design to code task, and it is comfortable staying in the plan. But there is a tax. Community reports are enthusiastic, but not clean. Developers praise its productivity, then complain about overthinking, token burn, and provider-specific behavior. Kimi is the developer love pick for long context implementation. Not the cheapest default, not always the fastest. But when it locks onto a large codebase, people notice. DeepSeek is the opposite story. It is the rational engineer's cost of performance weapon. The current line is V4 Pro and V4 Flash, and the official release pushes 1 million context as the default. V4 Pro is the heavy model, 1.6 trillion total parameters, 49 billion active. V4 Flash is the cheaper routing model, smaller, faster, and built for the simple agent steps you do not want to overpay for. The architecture story matters. 2 token-wise compression plus DeepSeek sparse attention. Translation for developers. Long context gets cheaper to process, so big prompts and long traces hurt less. The risk is workflow reliability. Developers like the price and capability, but threads still mention slow responses, rough edges, and occasional nonsense when the run gets unstable. DeepSeek wins when your team cares about production ROI, cheap retries, large context, open weights, and a pro-flash routing strategy. Qwen is the most complicated because developers are really talking about 2 Qwens. Qwen 3.7 Max is the new proprietary agent model. Qwen 3.6 and 3.5 are the local and open ecosystem people actually run. Officially, Qwen 3.7 Max is built for agent work, coding, office automation, MCP workflows, and long horizon execution. Alibaba says it ran a 35-hour kernel optimization with 1158 tool calls and a 10 times speedup. That is a serious claim. It also supports common agent harnesses and an OpenAI compatible style API for rich UI generation, multilingual tasks, and long autonomous work. Qwen is the hottest wildcard. Quick pause. The reason this model race matters is that the ground moves every month. Raiding dry docks is not enough anymore. That is where Mnemonic comes in. Go to Mnemonic app. It turns technical material into interactive study loops, summaries, flashcards, quizzes, mind maps, podcasts, and simulated oral exams generated from your notes. Instead of zoning out over text, you upload the material, let AI structure it, and test yourself dynamically. For developers learning new AI architectures, that is the difference between reading and retaining. Link is in the description. Try it if you want the next model paper to actually stick. Now the verdict. If most liked means raw developer excitement, Kimi and Qwen get the loudest emotional reactions. Kimi gets love for big implementation work. Qwen gets love from local model developers and fresh 3.7 hype. If most liked means the model a pragmatic team came root into production this week. DeepSeek has the strongest ROI argument, 1 million context, open weights, pro and flash routing, and a very aggressive cost profile. My hierarchy is this. Number 1 for production, grade engineering ROI, DeepSeek V4 using Flash for cheap steps and Pro for hard reasoning. Number 2, for long context code-based work and developer affection, Kimi K2.6. Use it when the repo is huge and the task needs sustained implementation. Number 3, but with the highest upside to Qwen, use Qwen 3.7 Max for agent experiments and rich UI work. Use Qwen 3.6 or 3.5 when local control matters more than leaderboard flex. The data shows a clear winner for production ROI, but I want the real answer from your terminal. Which model is saving you the most hours this week? Drop it in the comments. If this breakdown saved you from a debugging headache, smash subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give the video a like.